I've been alone in my thoughts. Can't feel this void between us. I cannot stand losing you, whoa, whoa. All these feelings intertwined, oh, fighting the urge to reach out. And my stance remains unchanged, baby. I can't help it, I'm so into you. Oh, when you're ready, we can put this behind us. Maybe we can find us again. I know, put this behind us. We can find us again. 'Cause I don't wanna go. I was alone in this world, and I needed people. I know my funeral gon' be lit, 'cause how I treated people. I don't wanna go, I don't wanna.
So I brought that color DeLorean. 21 minutes until I gotta go, so I told that girl I'm gonna slaughter it. I met that girl right up at my show. Left her man in the crowd on the floor. Out of town, never saw her before. Told her, baby, we don't got that long. Listen, this not my city show, but I treat it like my city show. 20 more minutes until I'm on. 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 Yeah, I am not slow. Niggas, you want me 'cause I got the dough. Pass that girl right on my friend, give it go. He passed me her friend, so they switching roles. I hit it fast, yeah, I hit it slow. But by the morning, girl, I gotta go. Gotta get ready, tonight is my show. If you okay, you might open my show. Gotta be partners right under my nose. These niggas mad 'cause I got all the dough. These niggas mad 'cause I got all the dough. Changing my style 'cause I got every flow. Got every girl, ain't no top in my hoes. I understand that it's your girlfriend, bro, but you know I gotta keep her close. I'll be your legs and I keep them close. Living life on the edge, on the tightrope. I am so clean, I might start moving so. Try to do Rari, I don't need to know. Try to Bugatti like it's a bubble. I had your girl and you already know. Don't really like her, we friends for the most. Cube in the truck, all on my chill. Don't even crunk, got the bread in your toast. If you that touching my gun, got no hose. I put a coat on the top of my coat. Only 20 minutes before the show. I met that girl right up at my show. Left her man in the crowd on the floor. Out of town, never saw her before. Told her, baby, we don't got that long. Listen, this not my city show, but I treat it like my city show. 20 more minutes until I'm on. 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 Yeah, I am not slow. Niggas, you want me 'cause I got the dough. Pass that girl right on my friend, give it go. He passed me her friend, so they switching roles. Damn, I just started it. Man, I just started it. Oh my God, please do not bother me. Don't got enough just to honor me. I'm on that tree like an ottoman. Money so long like a cardigan. You lied to me, wasn't sorry then. On the weekend you was partying. It was just me, it was targeting. It was just me, it was targeting. Jump in the Porsche, I'm not targeting. Jump in the Lamb, I ain't pocketing. Ice is so cold, I snowboarding it. Go to my show, they applaud me in. She called my phone with emergency. She called my phone with that urgency. I said, girl, why you keep calling? I said, girl, why you keep calling? Yeah, she said I need a new whip. Yeah, 'cause I know that you still ballin'. She just wanna go back to the future, so I brought that girl 21 minutes until I got go, so I told that girl I'm gonna slide her in. I met that girl right up at my show. Left her man in the crowd on the floor. Out of town, never saw her before. Told her, baby, we don't got that long. Listen, this not my city show, but I treat it like my city show. 20 more minutes into I'm on. 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 Yeah, I am not slow. Big girl, you want me cause I got the dough. Pass that girl right on my freaking big bro. He passed me her friend, so they switching roles.
Open up your heart, what do you feel? Open up your heart, what do you feel? Is it real? Yeah. Open up your heart, what do you feel? Open up your heart, what do you feel? Is it real? Yeah. The Big Bang may be a million years away. Oh, but I can't think of a better time to say, well, hold on. Instead of messing with our future, open up inside. Well, hold on. One day you will have to answer to the children of the sky. Well, hold on. Instead of messing with our future, tell me no more lies. Well, hold on. One day you will have to answer to the children of the sky. Children of the sky. Oh, children of the sky. shit done changed. Ever since we was on, I dreamed it all. Ever since I was young, they said I won't be nothing. Now they always say congratulations. Worked so hard, forgot how to vacation. They ain't never had the dedication. People hate and say we changing, look, we made it. Yeah, we made it. They was never friendly. Now I'm jumping out the Bentley, yeah. And I know I sound dramatic, yeah. But I knew I had to have it, yeah. For the money, I'm a savage, yeah. I be itching like I had it, yeah. I'm surrounded 20 bad bitches, yeah. But they didn't know me last year, yeah. Everyone wanna act like they important, but all that mean nothing when I shut my door, yeah. Everyone counting on me, drop the ball, yeah. Everything comes on like I'm at the bar.
You know that I caught it. Bad, bad boy, shiny toy with a price. You know that I bought it. Keeping me slow out the window. Always waiting for you to be waiting below. Devils roll the dice, angels roll their eyes. What doesn't kill me makes me want you more. And it's you, the shape of your body is blue. The feeling I got it is you. Some love is true. That's what I'm telling you. Break up the habits that I do. the booming system. Top down AC with the coolest system. When he come up in the club, he be blazing up. Got stacks on deck like he's saving up. And he ill, he real, he might got a deal. He pop bottles and he got the right kind of bill. He cold, he dope, he might sell coke. He always in the air, but he never fly couch. He a motherfucking drip drip, tell her all the ship. When he make a drip drip, kiss him on a lip. That's the kind of dude I was looking for. And yes, you'll get slapped if you're looking hoe. I said, excuse me, you're a hell of a guy. I mean, my, you're like pelican fly. I mean, you're so shy, and I'm loving your tie. You're like slicker than the guy with the thing on his eye. Oh. Yes, I did. Somebody please tell him who the F I is. I am Nicki Minaj, I'm back them dudes up. Back coops up and truck the youth up. Boys in the polos, entrepreneur niggas in the mogos. He can roll with the cool, he can so loud. But I think I like him better when he dow loud. And I think I like him better with the fitted cap on. He ain't even gotta try to put the Mac on. He just gotta give me that look. When he give me that look, then the pennies coming off. Excuse me, you're a hell of a guy. You know I really got a thing for American guys. I mean, sigh, sickening eyes. I can tell that you're in touch with your feminine side. Yes I did. Somebody please tell him who the F I is. I am Nicki Minaj, I'm back them dudes up. Back coops up and chuck the deuce up. My heartbeat running away. Beating like a drum and it's coming your way. Can't you hear that boom, 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 boom? He got that super bass. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, it's that super bass. Boom, bass, boom, bass, boom, bass, boom, bass, boom, bass, boom, bass. He got that super bass. Boom, 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 boom.
Se jodió, la vecina no sé qué bebió, el vecino no sé qué prendió, a la gente no sé qué le dio, pero todo el mundo está loco, todo el mundo está loco, todo el mundo rayado del coco, y yo solo sé que montaron.
que tú eres mía, mía, tú sabes que eres mía, mía, tú misma lo decías cuando yo te lo hacía.
Yeah, dile que tú eres mía, mía, tú sabes que eres mía, mía, tú misma lo decías cuando yo te lo hacía. Yeah, 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 yeah. Bebé, yo soy fan de tu caminar, te doy todo lo mío hasta mi respirar. Contigo veo todo como en espiral. Quiero tirarnos fotos y que se hagan mirar. Tus ojos me concentran como adelar. Contigo me sube de lo veral. Te toco y hasta el mundo deja de ir. A nosotros ni la muerte nos va a separar. Bebé, yo soy tuyo nada más. Dile que conmigo te vas. Que dejen de tirarte. Que a ti nadie va a tocar. Dile que tú eres mía, mía. Tú sabes que eres mía, mía. Tú misma lo decías cuando yo te lo hacía. Yeah, dile que tú eres mía, mía. Tú sabes que eres mía, mía. Tú misma lo decías cuando yo te lo hacía.
Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Cross move quick like AI. Chain shine bright like daytime. Stack big bread like waist high. I don't do lanes. Little bitch, watch out like 2 chains. I done swerved in a new lane. Freaky thing at the crib, she do things. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Yeah, no it ain't yellow boy, touch green and stats, booze off in the safe. They ain't talking cash, so I did the race. NASCAR with the pace, Fiji water on the chain. Fake shit get no love where I'm from. When I'm on the beat, I make it thump. I need that bread like every crumb. Came up from nothing, made it some. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Ay, 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 ay.
That my best friend. She a real bad bitch, got her own money. She don't need no nigga on the dance floor. She had 2-3 drinks, now she twerking. She throw it out and come back in.
That's my best friend. She a real bad bitch, drive her own car. She don't need no lift in a strip club. No, my girl gon' tip. Now she twerking, she throw it out and come back in. Beep, beep. Is that my bestie in a tessie? Fresh blowout, skin on town, she ready. Bitch, you look good with a T at the end. I'm a hyper every time, I'm my motherfucking friend. She been down since the jellies and the bobos. Now me stepping out the Jeep, got my nullos. When we pull up to the scene, they be filled with jealousy. If a bitch get finicky, she gon' bring the energy. I hit a phone with a T like, bitch, guess what? All the rich ass boys wanna fuck on us. I just ass sitting up, you could look, don't touch. And I'm back bustin' bands every time we link up.
That my best friend. She a real bad bitch, got her own money. She don't need no nigga on the dance floor. She had 2-3 drinks, now she twerking. She throw it out and come back in.
That's my best friend. She a real bad bitch, drive her own car. She don't need no lift in a strip club. No, my girl gon' tip. Now she twerking, she throw out and come back in.
And my best friend, if you need a freak, I ain't dumb but motherfucker, she my Tweedledee. If she ride for me, she don't need a key. If you sideways, she straighten you if need to be. And she so bad that I just can't take that bitch nowhere. She off her fish, I said, don't go there. Bitch, break her back, she protect and attack. Get that strap, let them buckle, foot on neck, give no air. Whole world wanna be us. Then my main bitch, she my day one. On my way, bitch, let you get drunk and celebrate. Cause we the baddest in the club, that's my best friend. She a real bad bitch, got her own money. She don't need no nigga on the dance floor. She had 2-3 drinks, now she twerking. She throw it out and come back in.
That's my best friend. She a real bad bitch, drive her own car. She don't need no lift in a strip club. No, my girl gon' tip. Now she twerking, she throw it out and come back in hot. Best friend, you the baddest and you know it. Uh-oh, girl, I think our booty growing. Fuck it up in the mirror, hit them poses. Best friends and you motherfucking glowing. Best friends and your wrist is like it's frozen. Uh-oh, girl, I think our booty growing. Fuck it up in the mirror, hit them poses. Best friend, you my motherfucking soulmate.
Bitch, sit on my face, I attack that. Choose up, Lil John, I'm finna pack him. When it comes to my bitch, I'm straight active. Dirt ball in the coupe, smoking cat piss. Lil bitch, shut the fuck up. Tell your best friend, shut the fuck up. Ayy, lil bitch, shut the fuck up. Tell your best friend, shut the fuck up. Ayy, you know I love it when you talk dirty. Messy, you my orange soda shorty. You act like a lil me, I wanna fuck you. You the type to kill me, I won't touch you. You want me drop a band on some cute shoes. You want me be the man you can vent to. You let me beat it up, you let me practice. Now I'm finna lay you on a mattress. Bitch, sit on my face, I attack that. Choose up, Lil John, I'm finna pack him. When it comes to my bitch, I'm straight active. Dirt ball in the coupe, smoking cat piss. Lil bitch, shut the fuck up. Tell your best friend, shut the fuck up. Ayy, lil bitch, shut the fuck up. Tell your best friend, ayy, shut the fuck up. Ayy, my lil baby low-key a flexer. 6 figs on the whip, that's a price tag. Lil best friend bitch tries to press me. I'm that underground nigga with the check though. I hate a bitch that I can't impress. When you come see the crib, you better die, ho. Young nigga sneaking in through your side though. Baby Keem, not a wave, I'm a vibe, ho. 7-fig nigga with the big drip on me. Post on your block with your wish list on me. Bitch, sit on my face, I attack that. Choose up, Lil John, I'm finna pack him. When it comes to my bitch, I'm straight active. Dirt ball in the coupe, smoking cat piss. Lil bitch, shut the fuck up. Tell your best friend, shut the fuck up. Ayy, lil bitch, shut the fuck up. Tell your best friend, shut the fuck up. Ayy.
Ayy, they better call a paramedic in the street. I got leverage in the street. I'm a California nigga and I'm heavy in the streets.
22 or 23, I'm heavy with the heat. Hit you with this chop, paramedics can't save you. Really in the field, come on bro, I know that ain't you. 2018, hell no, I ain't gon' fade you, go paint you. TDE and SOB, we can't lose. Niggas bitch made, that's just something I can relate to. Turn on the gang, that's just something that I can't do. Fall out over a bitch, that's just something that I can't do. Rip air beat, I get on, I was made to. This Glock get the growling, something like a Black Panther. Tryna touch a meal, fuck saying, get your bands up. Fucking with the gang. Yeah, I had to man up, I'm fished in the air. I ain't finna put my hands up.
I wish a nigga would. 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 I wish a bitch would. I wish a bitch would. I wish a bitch would. I wish a nigga would. I wish a nigga would. I wish a nigga would.
Got shooters tapping in, nigga, for them bands, nigga. West Coast niggas, yeah, they blowing fans, nigga. I know I'm the man, baby, bring your friends with you. Putting points up while you in the stands, nigga. But I've been stuck in these streets, you in the background. Ever since they took my brother, got a pack rounds. Sorry mama, 2 bills, took a bad route. I done got my bands up, a nigga stacked now. But we been still OT on that bullshit. I don't wanna have to do it, empty full clips. Why these niggas talking robbing, they don't do shit. Hot Cali niggas tapped in, we a cook shit. Bustin' on my neck, niggas reach, get stretched. Rockin' with this tech, niggas better wear vests. Last year I was broke, young nigga in the crest. Now I show 20 better broke niggas, keep the rest.
I wish a nigga would. 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 I wish a bitch would.
satisfaction, satisfaction, satisfaction.
Like a moth to a flame, I'll pull you in, I'll pull you back to what you need initially. It's just one call away, and you'll leave him, you're loyal to me. But this time I'll let you be. 'Cause he seems like he's good for you, and he makes you feel like you should. And all your friends say he's the one, his love for you is true. But does he know you call me when he sleeps? Or does he know the pictures that you keep? Or does he know the reasons that you cry? Or tell me, does he know where your heart lies? Where it truly lies? should stay with him, 'cause he seems like he's good for you, and he makes you feel like you should. And all your friends say he's the one, his love for you is true. But does he know you call me when he sleeps? Or does he know the pictures that you keep? Or does he know the reasons that you cry? Or tell me, does he know where your heart lies? Where it truly lies? Where it truly lies? Where it truly lies? Where it truly lies?
I threw a wish in the well. Don't ask me, I'll never tell. I looked at you as it fell, and now you're in my way. I trade my soul for a wish, pennies and dimes for a kiss. I wasn't looking for this, but now you're in my way. Your stare was holding, ripped jeans, skin was showing. Hot night, wind was blowing. Where you think you're going, baby? Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number, so call me maybe. It's hard to look right at you, baby, but here's my number, so call me maybe. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number, so call me maybe. And all the other boys try to chase me, but here's my number, so call me maybe. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number, so call me maybe. It's hard to look right at you, baby, but here's my number, so call me maybe. We were both young when I first saw you. I close my eyes and the flashback starts. I'm standing there on a balcony in summer air. See the lights, see the party, the ball gowns. See you make your way through the crowd and say hello. Little did I know that you were Romeo, you were throwing pebbles, and my daddy said stay away from Juliet. And I was crying on the staircase, begging you please don't go. And I said, Romeo, take me somewhere we can be alone. I'll be waiting. All there's left to do is run. You'll be the prince and I'll be the princess. It's a love story, baby, just say yeah. Romeo, take me somewhere we can be alone. I'll be waiting. you never promised this. In my head, I don't know what to think. He knelt to the ground and pulled out a ring and said, marry me, Juliet, you never have to be alone. I love you, and that's all I really know. I talked to your dad, you'll pick out a white dress. It's a love story, baby, just say, marry me, Juliet, you never have to be alone. I love you, and that's all I really know. I talked to your dad, you'll pick out a white dress. It's a love story, baby, just say yes.
Turn down the lights. 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 Turn down the lights.
like it like that. Keep on hoping one day you'll understand. I know I'm not making sense. I got a jungle in my heart when it gets wild, when it gets dark, yeah, only you know where to go. But if you're lost, then let me know. I got a jungle in my heart. I wish I knew you from
What's up, music teachers? If you, I feel good about it and I like it.
And I thought to myself,
What's up, music teachers? If you were any
and I thought,
What's up, music teachers? If you are tired of teaching 40 students a week, then this is going to be a great training for you. I'm really excited for this because I'm bringing on one of my very first clients, Andrew Miller. So, if you don't know who he is, in 2020, I worked with him to grow his studio to like around 30, 40 students during really the uncertainty of the pandemic. And as we've been catching it for like years now, it's been a really big pleasure seeing his transformation, not just with his music school, but as a music teacher and a person as well. So, in this interview, we'll teach you about how Andrew enforces his standards and boundaries in his marketing so that he fills up his schedule with committed students. We'll also talk about how he increased the value of his music school as well by adding in his own student recital, and also how he plans to scale his studio to the next level so that he can live a secure life as a music teacher, but without needing to be burned out all of the time. And of course, much more. I'm excited for this. Me and Andrew have known each other for years, so it's a really big pleasure to be able to talk to him again, and I'm excited to share this conversation with you.
weren't you also like releasing some music as well? Because I
Yeah,
listened to some of the tracks on Spotify, man. They are fire, man. How's that
thank
been
you.
going? Like your
It's been
live
going good.
performances and that.
I'm still making a new song every single week, and I've been taking lessons as well. And my coach for music production is one of my past clients, so it's really awesome
Oh,
being able to work with him.
oh, nice, man. That
Yeah,
is so cool.
and then I'm also like DJing as well, and starting to my next year's goal is to create more events for myself and just be able to perform more.
That sounds very similar to an event that my friends and I are planning on doing as well too. Like what's that? My one friend, he actually goes. He's in the same congregation as me. He wants to put on like a blues tribute show at one of the big theaters here. So
Nice.
that's an event that we're planning. So I'm going to be pretty busy 2024. I'm going to have a tribute concert that I'm going to be working on, a student concert, and a kindergarten concert.
I know you got your hands full.
Yeah, no. And it sounds like you have your hands full as well too, man. I mean, like, how's like promoting your songs been going? I noticed you have like a few listeners already on Spotify. Like, what are you doing to like promote and market that?
Right now, I'm not even like this is a big lesson for me this year, and it's just that like when I don't have any expectations of my music and how it's supposed to how it's supposed to do, and I focus on just creating the art and making sure that I feel good about it and I like it. Um, People are attracted to that. So
Hmm.
I've been um I've still been just releasing a new song every single week, but what's helped it get so much traction, especially on like SoundCloud as well, is my streaming as well. I'm still streaming, and that's been consistent. I've been getting more people onto my YouTube. I get like really nice comments about it as well. It's so wholesome. Like people are like, "Dude, your music's so good," and then they'll like go to my SoundCloud um and be able to comment on that too. But it's I've been slowly seeing not just more followers coming to SoundCloud and Twitch and YouTube, but um people like recurring as well, people
Hmm.
um coming back to my streams and coming back to YouTube and stuff like that as well. So
No,
it's
man.
been
I mean, so you mean to tell me that my coach is possibly going to end up being the next Tiesto, David
yes.
Guetta, Marshmello, because
Yes, sir.
in
Yes,
the
sir.
future.
That's the goal. That's the goal. No, that's been that's been my dream since like high school. Like I remember I like fell in love with watching like DJ sets and stuff like that. And that's been something I've been wanting to do since high school. But like back in high school, I had a really bad computer, so I could barely finish a project without it like lagging like crazy. And then I also didn't have like the music theory and the musician experience that I have now. So like this year, um, well, there's been a few people that have asked me like, oh, how'd you get so good? Um, but they haven't seen like the years of music school and then like high school and then my whole life playing piano. I feel like always being a musician and then now applying the music production stuff, it's helped me grow a lot quicker than most people do when
Yeah, it
they're like
does.
first starting music production.
I know for sure, man, for sure. I mean, it's the same with and of course, the more you do it, the better you get. I mean, that sounds very similar to like what I'm currently going through with the guitar. I
Nice.
mean, I've always loved the guitar, but you know, like I've just never found the time to actually like practice
Uh-huh.
and actually work on it.
Yeah.
But I've just recently discovered, man, and this really blew my mind. But my playing level with the technique that I have, I was actually going through some exam books from Trinity College,
Mhm.
London Trinity College. My playing level is now roughly about the same level as the rock and pop level 6.
Nice. Nice. What like
So I'm like almost 2 grades away from being the advanced with my playing, and it absolutely blew my mind. I thought to myself, I could actually get a lot further with my technique if I just played more. And since I got this new amp,
uh-huh.
and also I don't know if you saw my Instagram story, I went to bought myself a new guitar as well too, like
Oh, really?
secondhand off the
Nice.
Facebook Marketplace. I'll tell you the story about that one as well. But ever since I've done those investments, man, like I'm having so much fun, and I'm actually playing stuff that I want to play now on
Uh-huh.
the guitar. I'm not
Yeah.
like you mentioned earlier in the conversation. I'm not going in with any expectations now. Like I love listening to music where it's like this insane shredding, but I know I'm probably never going to be that type of guitarist. So I've been listening to things like Pink Floyd, Chris Stapleton,
Nice.
Carlos Santana, all those melodic guitar players. And I've just been having so much fun diving into that. So yeah, I mean it's true, man. Like if you spend more time like applying yourself and you take that knowledge of music theory and you just put it to work, it comes together so easily.
I love it. Yeah. I mean, you should all that's my whole message right there. It's like you should be always be prioritizing your own musicianship if you want to
Mm,
be able to grow your studio as well. Can I share with
and
you like a lesson that I've been teaching my clients?
yeah,
Um, okay, cool. So, because I know you've been feeling like a little tired, a little burnt out from busy schedule, which is awesome. Um, there's a saying, there's a quote that goes like, "You do not get burned out by the hours that you work, but by the core emotion and energy fueling the work." So
mm,
that's why making sure you have a schedule of students you really love, um, that's really important because you could be working like 1 hour a week, but if it's that one student that really drains you and you're only working that one, you're teaching that 1 hour, you're gonna feel pretty burnt out. But also the other way too, if you have like 40 students, but you love every single one of those students, you're gonna feel excited to work. You're gonna feel energized, and I think that's super important because what I've learned over the past week as well is that your level of energy, belief, and leadership is what takes you to the next level, not the skills. Skills, marketing skills, and sales skills, I feel like is a very beginner skill to learn. That's like in music, like when we're learning technique and theory, that's those all, of course, we can always get better at those, but I feel like those
mm,
are foundational beginner things to learn. And at the at the next level, it's not about just getting better at technique or getting better at theory, but it's getting better at expression and really
mm,
like how do you convey your feeling through the music and share that message, like that's where that at that professional level you got to be able to do that very clearly. And same thing with entrepreneurship as well. It's like it's your it's your leadership, it's your belief, but also can you make sure you manage your stress and have the right energy when you are putting in the marketing and the sales work so that you're able and you're willing to do the work with the right energy. Because if you're tired all the time, you're not going to want to be putting in the work. It's going to be really hard to do that.
exactly. Exactly. And I will say one thing, Ben, ever since I've like been applying myself a lot more to the guitar and like doing stuff that I like on the side, my enthusiasm for teaching is a lot more noticeable now to my students, and it's a lot more evident now when I'm teaching.
Nice.
Like the one lesson that I had with my one student, we just spent the whole time, like was teaching him how to play a song, teaching him how to play Tennessee Whiskey by Chris Stapleton. And we just had a lovely conversation in between. It was about the song we were learning, but we were laughing, we were talking, we were having a lot of fun. And, you know, it was just like one of the best lessons that I had that week. You know, it was just this energy of enthusiasm about the music, and I just couldn't help but actually think. Now, like when I'm practicing by myself, I just couldn't help but think of that post that I saw that you posted a while ago, saying if you
Yeah,
make
which one?
time for your playing,
Yeah.
um, you are going to get better as a musician and as a teacher. And it's like moments like that where I'm ever always reminded of that person. I think to myself, wow, you know, it is so true. Like I could have been having this a lot sooner if I just made the time to actually play more.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I know you wanted to talk more about your student concert and upping your rates too and your experience with that. Um, tell
Yeah.
me about it. Like what's been happening so far?
Yeah, so as you probably may remember, Ben, I had to put my rates up pretty hectically. One of the reasons, there were a number of reasons there was actually a number of things that were pointing to me increasing my rates. And one of the things that I noticed was first and foremost, one of my competitors was saying to me, Andrew, your half hour rate is way below what most music teachers are charging. He said the average is starting anywhere from 120 to 120 Rand, South African Rand,
Mhm.
to 200 South African Rand.
Mm.
That's the average here in KwaZulu Natal. Um, and she was saying, oh, maybe you should just bump it up to 120. I don't think you'll be able to go all the way to 150. And then I thought to myself, you know what? Ben has had some clients where they had to really put their prices up as well too. Um, and it's worked for them somehow, just using the system you use. So let me go for it. So Ben, I must tell you what, I really took a huge leap knowing that there was no safety net underneath, basically.
Mhm.
So I immediately started thinking, okay, like before I took that leap, I thought to myself, what can I start doing to improve not only the quality that I'm giving my students, but also what can I do as well to like really help them level up as musicians. And I thought to myself, you know what, I've been teaching for over 12 years now. Where the hell is a student concert? Why
Mm.
have I never thought of giving them that? That is something that could really add a lot of value to my students' lives. That is something that could concert. Why
Mm.
have I never now? Where the hell is a student concert? Why
Mm.
have I never thought of giving them that? That is something that could really add a lot of value to my students' lives. And then the other thing that I did was I wrote down a list. It was a long list. I thought probably filled about 2 pages on my phone of why I had to increase my rates.
Oh,
All
nice.
very compelling, sound reasons.
What were some of those
And
reasons?
so some of them was I had to tell myself that by charging a much lower rate, I was insulting not only myself, but I was also insulting my students because basically with me charging a low rate, Ben, like what's holding me to a standard basically?
Mhm.
Like I could just be giving them, tidbits basically. And that's what I felt like my teaching was like. I felt like I wasn't giving them my very best, putting myself out there. And then I thought to myself, I'm also insulting the industry that I'm in as well, too, because if you're going to get these people that are going to see I'm charging less, and then they're going to start putting the music teaching industry down because they think, oh, the music is just a thing, it's just not really all that serious. It's not really worth the investment, like oh, just put a little bit of money here and there, it's not going to really matter, you know. But if it don't take it seriously, well then who cares, that type of a thing. And then I also thought to myself, if I don't put my prices up, what's going to compel my students to work harder? These were all very, very sound reasons. And I said to myself, well, that is it. I'm putting it up to 150. Here goes nothing. And that's exactly what I did.
Nice.
And needless to say, I love you also put out a post, I think about a month just before I put out the announcement that's saying your offer should terrify you. If it doesn't terrify you, it's not good enough. And I thought to myself, oh boy, have I put up an offer that is terrifying me? And I started thinking to myself, oh my gosh, I promised all of this to my students. I put this rate up. Am I even going to deliver?
Mhm.
Am I even going to deliver? What if I don't deliver? Like I've put everything, this entire price increase now on me giving my students more. What if I'm not able to give them more? Like all these worries and panic. I even think I had a little meltdown in Facebook Messenger talking to you about it. Um, but yeah, it turned out well. Look, I had, and actually it was a blessing. Actually, looking back, it was actually a blessing that I put my rate up the way that I did
Mhm.
because I got a parent responding back to me, and she was extremely hostile in her messages toward me. And I thought to myself, okay, I actually felt very bad. Like I was saying, I'm sorry, I didn't realize that this is how you felt. Because she was saying, oh no, my son's bored. He's not making any progress. All this. And then I went back once my head was cleared and I wasn't taking things so personally, I thought to myself, you know what? The way she responded is a knee-jerk reaction. My
Mm.
price, obviously, I'm heading in the right direction because it forced her to face where her son was going with his music. She either had to decide, look, either get my son to pull his socks up and be more regular at his lessons, or I cut the lessons.
Mm-hmm.
It was a make or break point. I thought to myself, the fact that my price drove her to make a decision whether she's going to stay on or not is a clear sign that it's the right thing to do, because
100%.
just by the way this lady was talking to me in her message, it was clear that there was never any respect for what I was doing, or even a respect between her and me, to be quite honest.
Mm-hmm.
Because looking back, it was always very difficult trying to get a hold of her, to try and like organize lessons, to make up. They would miss lessons frequently, and she would never bother telling me. And I thought to myself, you know what? It's one person. Can I tell you what, Ben? I had about over 45 students. Do you want to know how many students I lost when I put my prices up?
How many?
3.
Nice. How many were you even
3.
like expecting? Were you expecting like a mass exodus or something?
I was, I must say, Ben, I was honestly expecting a mass exodus, and I remember Sancho was biting my head off one way about me putting up my price so drastically, and she was like, "What were you thinking? Are you even thinking straight right now?" Typical wife reaction. And yeah, long story short, it worked out for the better. I noticed big changes happened in my school as soon as the price went up. I noticed that the caliber of student that I received was even better than the ones I'd received in the past. I
Nice.
noticed my existing student base actually started doing better as well too. They started putting themselves out a lot more and
Mm.
working harder. And then I also noticed that my standard and the standard that I was holding myself to went right up.
Dude.
And I remember as well too, like Sancha as well, despite her being like, "Look, are you nuts?" That type of a thing, she was very supportive. Actually, looking back on the whole thing, because she went and said to me, "Andrew, you know what? If you're going to be charging this higher rate, I think we need to get you a new wardrobe, because you dressing in these Rick and Morty t-shirts for your lesson has got to stop now."
Hey, nothing
And that
wrong with
was
that.
it. And she helped me redesign my whole wardrobe, helped me look more professional. And I just realized, you know what? Maybe putting up my rates was a good thing, because now I'm holding myself to a standard. I'm being a lot more professional, and I'm sending out a stronger message to my clients. I'm attracting a better quality of clients now, because I'm putting out something of higher quality in the way
Yes.
I present myself, as well as the way that I teach as well too. So, you know what? If you're that teacher that's sitting on the fence right now, should I, shouldn't I, should I, shouldn't I? You need to do it.
Yeah.
100%. You need to put your rates up, because it's going to improve you as a teacher. It's going to improve you as a musician. It's going to improve your students as well too, and also the type of students that reach out to you as well.
Dude.
If you keep charging a low rate, you're just going to keep on getting the scraps. Sorry, that's a very blunt way of putting it, but you're not going to get the best quality students coming through. You're really not.
Dude, appreciate you for sharing all of that. Like, I'm first off just been knowing since knowing you for, has it been like since 2019 or something like that?
2020, almost 4
20
years we've known each other.
2020. Yeah. You're the growth that I've seen from you. I'm extremely proud of the transformation you've had, just like feeling from feeling hesitant on like how our online lessons gonna work. Is my middle school gonna survive, to now feeling super confident about raising your rates, knowing how to do that again in the future. Um,
Mm.
I'm very proud of the transformation you've had, but also I'm not surprised as well. Um, just based on the type of teacher that you are and the type of leader that you are, being able to come to these, be aware of these decisions coming up, and then being able to act on it in the face of fear, that's it's very courageous. And that's how we build that leadership. And yeah, that's just like pure evidence right there of your leadership moment, because that is the make and break for a lot of teachers right there, when they either settle back down into something that they're comfortable with, um but understanding that it's like, I also love that you understand it's like it's bigger than you as well.
Mm.
Like I feel like your price is, it's not just a price, but it's a reflection of your boundaries and your standards for yourself and for the industry as well. And that's like, that's always been my mission for why I even started teaching music in the first place as well. It's to share that opportunity in music education with the world, but also being able to change this industry where like the arts need to be valued. And the first place comes with us, and you doing your part with having high standards for yourself. Because for me, it doesn't really matter. Like I don't foresee a world, and there doesn't need to be a world where everyone is a musician or anything. That'd be like the perfect world. But it's everyone has their own choice. And I love how you put it, like you made that parent make a choice for their student or for their kid, because either he's going to have to be more serious about it and take and value it more, or it's just not his thing, and that's okay. And
Mm.
I don't want anyone doing something that they don't want to do. I think that's like, so, that's the whole reason for life. So, dude, yeah, I have some more thoughts on that, but I just wanted to say appreciate you for sharing that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, thanks, man. But I mean, it was a big move, and I will say now this year with me putting up my rate again, I was a lot more confident about it. And needless to say, because my student concert went so well, it was favorably received my price increase this year. So
Yeah. Wait,
it's
how was
already
that?
like,
How was like the student concert? How'd you run it and stuff?
so it was, I must say, I actually had a lot of help with Sencha. So what I did is the first thing that I did, Ben, is I formulated. I'm the type of guy when I'm wanting to put something on, I like to work out a plan in my head of the things that I want to do. So I said to myself, okay, in my first quarter, so my first semester of teaching, I want to have a clear map, a clear list of students who are going to be playing. So I started approaching the students that I knew would be, good for the concert, and I started motivating them to consider. And I also started working on helping them choose some pieces as well too for their concert. Then I said, okay, by the end of the second semester, I need to have found a hall and I need to have gotten sound equipment and I need to have booked that hall as well too. By the end of the second semester, a student's parent helped me find a hall that was literally just down the road from where I stayed.
Oh, convenient.
Um, and at a very nice price as well too. Be lovely, cozy little drama room at the school, one of the schools that I stay close by to, and found some affordable sound equipment. Look, it wasn't the fanciest sound equipment, but it was suitable. Like
Yeah.
it
Yeah,
served
it's your
the
first
purpose. It
concert.
sounds good. Exactly. So I just went and spent like some money on some sound equipment, some cables, and all that. And then, of course, like the throughout the entire year leading up to the concert, it was just drilling my students to work on their timing, talking to them about, how they need to go up, that type of a thing, like how they need to sit down, like what they must do on each instrument.
Hmm.
um, Approaching my friend and asking him, look, I need like a little act afterwards that we can put on for everybody. Will you help me? Will you and my friends help me put this together? And we got together on that. And then a month before the concert, I said to myself, I'm going to phone the hall and I'm going to make sure that everything is still safe and sound. And it's just as well because there were a couple of speed bumps along the way
Oh.
because the month before when I phoned through and I asked them, look, I've bear in mind, I've paid for the hall. I've already paid for it, everything. Um, phone the hall and I say to them, "Hi, I'm just phoning about my student concert for November." And you can imagine the shock of my life when nobody there knew what the hell I was talking about.
Oh no. Like
So
what
I,
concert?
li- so I literally started panicking in my shoes. I was like, "What do you?" I actually said to the lady, "What do you mean you do not know? I've already paid for it. What are you talking about?" And needless to say, I was able to send her the proof of payment again, which immediately, put me on their radar. And they realized, whoops, we almost made a big blunder here. And then on the booking form, the accounts lady, quite, quite, I don't want to say foolishly, because foolishly is a bit of a harsh way of putting it, but accidentally, let me put it gently, accidentally put down the wrong month. So she
Oh.
got the date right and the year right, but she got the month wrong. So
Uh-huh.
needless to say, about the end of that month, October, I get a phone call from her asking me why I'm not there for my student concert. And I said to them, please get your act together now, because I said the 25th of November. And that was when I phoned this friend of mine who was helping with the concert. And I just said to him, look, dude, you're very good at organizing stuff and that. Can you please come with me so that we can chat to these people?
Hmm.
Needless to say, chatting with my friend, and of course, like the kindergarten that I work for, the manager there, she's very good at booking concerts for that establishment. So she just said to me, Andrew, this is what you need to do. She also gave me some good advice. By the end of the day, my friend and I went there. I'd gotten confirmation in an email, so there was no going back with it now.
Nice, nice.
And yeah, then it was just that was it. I just started focusing on all the things, just making sure my students are ready, training them for how they could conduct themselves on stage, how to deal with nerves, the usual thing that our teachers would take us through when we started learning. Um, then of just writing out a set list, like when the students are coming in order, when we're performing,
Hmm.
what people needed to bring, just the usual, like just making the list of everything that needed to be done. And then, yeah, on the day of the concert, we packed everything up, got up. I was up early at about 6 o'clock that morning
Yeah.
and dismantled everything within 2 hours. Everything was there at the hall. 8 o'clock, already began setting everything up with my wife and father's help. My father was absolutely amazing in helping me transport all the stuff there. Um, then my bandmates arrived, my students started arriving, and I don't know how I did, but it just sailed through
Love it.
beautifully. And I thought to myself, you know what? I'm so nervous. I'm actually worried if this is if I'm gonna do something to mess it up. And despite my nerves, it just went well. And my being nervous was actually kind of a good thing because it put my students at ease. Because my one student's mother said, "Yo, Andrew is so nervous, I can see it." And I think my students seeing their teacher nervous kind of put them at ease because they're like, okay, our
Yeah,
teacher's
it's okay.
nervous. He's also got nerves. We don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Type of a thing. Like we're in good company, and the students played beautifully. Um, they received thunderous claps as they went up and as they went down. And then our little show afterwards was well received by everybody. Everybody was like, no, that was like so nice.
Love it.
Everything just went according to plan. And everybody left with big smiles on their faces. And I just knew like I'd done a good job. I'd made my students happy. I'd made their parents happy. I thought to myself, you know what? I was making much ado about nothing. A big
Hmm.
storm in a teacup, as they say.
Yeah.
And now I'm feeling a lot more confident about doing a concert for 2024. Now I know what to
Nice.
expect. Now I know how to work out a system to get it going. I know 2024's concert is going to even be better than this. And Sanchez already helping me with some ideas. Like Sanchez, like, Andrew, You need to have a prize giving afterwards where you give your students like a little gift bag for their
Oh, that'd
performance.
be yeah, that'd be so memorable
Yeah,
because I still have like my little trophies from piano and stuff like that. And it's just like it's good to like look back and be like, wow, like this is something I really committed myself to
yeah,
and made it
no,
happen. I
no,
like the way
definitely.
that
So,
oh yeah, go ahead.
and essentially was even saying, you know what, you like maybe put like a little bag of like sweets and stuff like that for all the students as well. Um, and I thought to myself, yeah, you know what, I think it's time to start leveling up. So this concert, I'm going to be doing that. But what we're going to add something along those lines as well too, Ben?
Yeah, I was just gonna say I love the way that you just approach these uncertain situations, which is again how we level up in leadership, especially when I see with my clients. Right now, the ones that are most successful are the ones that approach the situations like I don't know what's going to look like at the other side. I don't know how I'm going to make it work, but I will make it work. And and you've shown that every single part of the along the way, like online lessons, like moving online, being able to raise your rates, but then also